lot of business owners I talk to are very confused about the whole search engine optimization or SEO process. So what I'm going to do in this video is just walk you through the 5 steps that we do use for SEO, and these are the same 5 steps that you can use in your business. So the 5 steps we're going to talk about is keyword research and selection, competition analysis, on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and the last step is analysis and looking at the results. So step 1 is keyword research. And when we talk about keywords, that's something that someone's going to type into a search engine to when they look for your service or your product. Now, what we want to do is find a keyword with enough volume, enough people looking for it, that it's actually worth our time to go and optimize our web pages for that. But the flip side of that is, though, that not every keyword has the same amount of value. If you were to go and try and optimize your website for shoes, then from a commercial intent point of view, it's not going to be a lot of people searching for shoes who are close to going for a purchase. So you'd be better off looking at specific terms such as ladies, size 6 red shoes. Now there's going to be less search volume on a more specific keyword like that, but people looking for specific keywords are going to be much more likely to be moving towards a purchase. So that's looking at keywords and volume and buyer's intent. Once we've identified keywords that relate to our service and our product and have got enough volume, next we want to look at our competition analysis. And this is how hard it is actually to get in front of that search volume. Because to get to that first page of Google, we've got to beat out the other 10 businesses there, and to get to the top, top 3 positions in Google is where the majority of the search volume and where the clicks are. So we've got to see if it's actually reasonable that we can get there and look at the strength of the other websites and other pages that are competing for our keyword terms. So there's a whole heap of ranking factors. It could be age, number of links pointing to those sites, how many pages are indexed by Google, and how closely optimized they are for the same keywords that we're chasing. So once we look at that, we can work out if it's worth our time and effort and it's actually achievable to beat out the competition. We decide that's the case, and we move on to on-page search engine optimization, or on-page SEO. And this is where we go through our website that we can control, and we tweak the headings and the titles and some of the background data. And if necessary, we actually create new web pages on our site that are highly optimized for the keyword we're after. And it's a mix. We want to have a really good customer and visitor experience when they come to the page that's good, useful information. We just want to tweak it and just set it up to the way the search engines like it as well. That's give it the best chance of ranking. Fourth is off-page SEO. And this is where we're going to go out and build up the authority of our site in the eyes of the search engines. So we're going to basically take our content and syndicate it around the web and go and get backlinks for our website from a variety of sources. And this is going to signal to the search engines that our website is more relevant for the keywords that we're chasing, and in return we'll get better ranking results for that. Once we've taken those steps, though, what we then need to do is actually measure how we're going. And that's where we're going to jump into our analytics data and see if we're making progress, where our traffic is coming from. In the process of doing that, we might actually identify new keywords and new traffic sources. So what we want to do now is go and chase those, and we go all the way back to step 1 and just constantly repeat. So it's just an ongoing process of finding the right keywords, optimizing for the search traffic, and then getting that volume through to our website. The other flip side of that is conversion. Once they're on our site, we also need to convert them into purchases, and that's a slightly different subject. But if you want to know more about SEO, or if you want to outsource your SEO, then keep reading on the page. We've got more information here, and I hope you found that useful. Cheers.